Hi there Booktube, it's Elena here, and today I'm doing a bit of a celebration video for both my 1 year Booktube anniversary and the hashtag BookBuddyAthon Readathon that is taking place this week. I was really excited that loads of you got on board with this, and I'm really excited to be running this readathon with Sam from Cold Tea and Crumbs, who is my Booktube bestie, and I'm looking forward to having loads of fun, and I'm hopefully, as we just talk now, vlogging my week of reading, so hopefully you'll get a wrap up of my week during this. But in sort of celebration for my 1 year anniversary, I wanted to do something additional. And so I've decided to do a giveaway. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about 10 books that have friendship as one of the most important parts of them, or have really good friendships in. And then in order to enter the competition, all you need to do is to put into the comments which of those 10 books you would like to win if you win the competition, and then I'll pick the winner at random at the end of this week, and I will send the winner the book of their choice via the book depository. And I think there's only one book on this list that I've actually read as well, so I'm going from research on this one, and the other books are books that I want to read. So if you win and you fancy a buddy read as well, just to make it extra super duper buddy related, then I'm always up for that, because I'm probably going to end up buying myself all of these books as well. So let's move on to the books. Before I do, very quickly, usual T's and C's apply. If you're under 16, please get parental permission, because I will be asking for your address to send you your book. Please make sure that you live somewhere where the book depository sends to you, because unfortunately that is the easiest way for me to do it, so I can't send to you if the book depository doesn't send to your country. Like and be a subscriber, and obviously comment in the comments which book you would like to receive if you are the winner. Okay, I think that's everything. So let's get on to the book. So the first book I want to talk about is Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. Although I've watched the TV series of this over and over and over again, I don't think I've ever read the books, and so that is a plan for next year, that I'm going to plan to read the books. The story is about Anne, and she is sent to live in Avonlea with her aunt and uncle, and she makes friends with Diana, and in their own words, they become bosom friends. And the relationship between Diana and Anne in this series is just a lovely friendship. So that is my first pick. Second pick is a book that was recommended by Stephanie at Time to Read, and I have bought it, so I do own the first one in this series, but I have yet to read it, and that is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. This is the story of Elena and Lila. It's set outside of Naples in Italy, and it begins in the 50s and tells the story of their friendship. I've heard wonderful things about this, and it's definitely top on my list to read next year, so that is my second friendship recommendation. The third book is called The Group by Mary McCarthy. When I saw this on a lot of lists of good friendship stories and read the synopsis, I was instantly intrigued. Let me read you what it says. The Group scandalised the world when it was published in the early 60s with its frank take on sex, marriage, breastfeeding and the horrors of early birth control. It is about a group of 8 Vassar graduates tackling post-college life, and the novel weaves in and out of individual stories so that the effects is a kind of collage. You see each girl's through her own eyes and the group's eyes, and that just sounds really interesting, and it's definitely one that I'm looking forward to reading. The next book is by Judy Blume, and it's called Summer Sisters. This is the story of 2 friends that have grown apart, but it follows their summer at Martha's Vineyard, where one of them has been asked to be the other's maid of honour, and I think they may be reconnecting in some way. Just sounds like a really interesting story. Next up is Beaches by Ira Rayner Dart. I absolutely adore the film Beaches with Bette Midler, and Oh, that I just cry every time I watch it, but it's such a beautiful friendship story, and I've heard that the book is even better, and I really want to read it at some point. And if you've watched Beaches, you'll know the beautiful friendship story. If you haven't, it's about Cece, who has dreams of being in Hollywood, and Bertie, who's got a much more conservative lookout on life. They meet in Atlantic City in 1951, a friendship forms, and we follow them over the years as their lives take different turns, and it's just a really wonderful friendship story. Next is The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas, and with a catchphrase like all for one and one for all, how could it not be about friendship? It's about friendship of these musketeers. It's a book I've always wanted to read. I've seen quite a lot of people reading it on Booktube recently and saying how great the story is and how action-packed, and I think it would be right up my street. So that's definitely one with a really good friendship story in it too. Next is probably the only book on this list that I have read, and that is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. I think everyone should read Khaled Hosseini. His writing is so accessible for any type of reader with any type of interest, and the story is really powerful. It's about two friends, and they're growing up in Kabul. One is a wealthy son of a merchant, the other one is his servant, and their friendship that spans decades, and it's just, yeah, it's a really good friendship story of two boys who don't think about status and class when they're younger, but things change as they grow up, and it's a really interesting story, and I definitely recommend a read. The next is a book I've heard a few people talk about recently and just sounds like a brilliant friendship story, and that is Firefly Lane by Kristin. This story is set in 1974 at the beginning, but it spans 3 decades. It's about a girl, she's in 8th grade, she's sort of accepted that she's the bottom of the food chain, and another girl arrives at school, she's very popular, and she wants to form a friendship, and it's about their lives over 3 decades, and it sounds brilliant and definitely one that's on my list to read next year. And then just 2 more books. The first is Sula by Toni Morrison. I haven't read this story, but it is definitely on my radar as well. It's a story about friendship and race, and it just sounds like a really good read. And then finally, it couldn't be a list about friendship without The Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants by Ann Brashares. I have watched the film of this, but actually it wasn't on my radar when I was a teenager, so I never read the books. And that's something that I would like to rectify. I think the books would be really interesting to read. And there is a new book coming out, or it may be out already, which is when the girls are in their 30s, which just sounds brilliant. So I want to get on board The Sisterhood of the Travelling Pants story. It's about a group of friends, and they're separated over a summer for various reasons, for summer camps and visiting family, and they've all got different things going on in their life, but they share this one pair of jeans that seems to fit them all, and they all have it for a week over the summer, and we follow their stories when they have the jeans, and it's just a lovely story of girls growing up together and forming friendships and their bonds. And so I'm really excited about that one too. So that is the 10 books. I will also list them in the comments down below, so that if you missed any of them, you can check there. And make sure you put in the comments which book you'd like to receive. And obviously all the other T's and C's apply. So I will draw a winner in a week, and good luck. That's it for now. Bye Booktube.